Let's see here. Let me make sure. So we may very well be live. So let me make sure. Yep, just now. Give me 1 second. Edit privacy. So it goes public. Boom. Let's see. All right, bro. We live. How you doing?
All right, I'm great, man. Great this morning, bro.
Yo, good. Good to see you. Can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's been a long time. I can't wait to catch up.
Yeah, can't wait to see you and mom. And my mom gonna be there. My wife's mom gonna be there. The girls gonna be there. We're gonna have a good time, bro.
Family. We've been waiting for this for the last few months. Mom's so excited. She called me this morning. She hit me up this morning. She said, "We got a week. We got a week." I said, "Yeah, Mom, we got a week."
She probably gonna be watching this live later on today too, I'm sure.
I'll tell her to tune in. She should be tuned in.
Wow. Well, first of all, man, I just want to say, being one of your big brothers, I am so proud of you, man. The man you've become, what you've been doing, how you doing with your children, bro. I'm sitting back in awe, man. So I'm very proud of you, man.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. And, it wouldn't be, things like that wouldn't come upon from, following your lead, watching big brothers like you do what you do to inspire me, to just keep going on. And, that definitely sets the bar, but it's not, too big, but it's just always awesome to have some good big brothers, mentors in your life. Not even that we don't even really get to talk on the phone, but it's just thank God through, social media that you can see and then we connect like that. So, oh man, I appreciate you as well, bro.
Now, hey, once in a while we get to bump into each other,
Yeah.
Yo, right. Mark the date, August 20th. We got one of them big old shindigs at the crib on the 20th.
All right. Oh, yo, I'm gonna be free. Be free.
And UIGI, we have a big concert, a big one coming up on August 27th. I can't say who the artist is online, but it's going to be big.
Oh, what is that, a Friday or Saturday?
It's Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
I know you've been traveling.
No, yeah, them boys keep me busy, man. They like, just time. They keep me busy. If they anything like from now during this football season, but you know what? I think Saturdays is good. Saturdays is good for me. Fridays is football night. That's the first week when stuff starts. But Saturdays, that's a go. So good. I should be able to be up in the building.
Good. Well, man, look, I'm excited to to have an opportunity to interview you as being one of the newest ring earners with UIGI. I'm so glad you took a chance on UIGI. And I know in the beginning, early on, when you got involved, I was at a place where I really couldn't work with anybody hands-on because there's so much going on. But you connected with my man Marcus, the first ring runner at UIGI, Marcus the Truth.
Oh, that was definitely a good look, bro. That was a great look, man. Thorough young man. That's a thorough young man. Like you said, I'm like, personal. I'm like, bro, such and such. You got a lot of things going that you're doing. Brandon and you getting it together. You said, all right, look, I'm going to put you on to this young fella that's got, oh man, A1, man. I appreciate you lining us together.
Yeah, he's a good cat. He worked with Bourne too. You remember Bourne?
Yeah.
Boy. Yeah, he's worked with Bourne too, and Bourne love him. So it's just a good connection right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But this is good, man. So let's go ahead and get started. For those who are watching, I had the opportunity and the pleasure, to be recognizing and interviewing my little brother, Brahim Wynn, for being one of the newest UIGI ring earners. Man, this means so damn much, to me and my family. It's just such a pleasure, and I couldn't feel better. But hey, for the folks who out there who don't know you, tell me a little bit about your background, what you do, what you do for a living, family, all that good stuff.
All right. Right now, currently, I work for the state of New Jersey. Actually, with young men, helping young men. I've been doing that for going on 19 years, and this is just how things align because just things with UIGI is like the game plan. It helps me. It was like, kind of like the same thing aligned, like helping changing people's lives and putting them in the right direction to, so they can be better people, so they can change their lives for their family. And this is just runs parallel to, to that. So I'm like, yo, that's a great thing that, how they just aligned together. I was like, this is definitely something great to be a part of. Also, a mentor, I was a coach, been coaching varsity basketball, coaching youth football, just, raising, I got teenage boys, in high school. So they're going through like recruiting process. I'm doing a lot of traveling with them guys on university campuses. It's like taking me back. So I'm busy. It's just like it just seemed like what God put in my life, I has always been dealing with people. And, it started with young men, families, and now, with UIGI, is the same field. It's just following your lead, Rabu, with helping changing people, families, and, helping them, just be better moving forward in their lives.
Well, you're doing a good job. It's interesting. I don't know if you know these. These are just some stats that I have for some of my friends who are high-ranking officials here in the state of New Jersey. And I could correlate this to, some of the work you've done in Derek Giles, Sugar D. When y'all took UIGI, however y'all did it, and y'all start sharing it with people in the Camden area, crime went down immensely.
Wow.
Folks start making money. Violent crimes went down because people are making money. Cats making money. Don't gotta go hit anybody over the head.
Yeah. Wow. Oh,
there's still some misfits going out there, but the numbers are staggering. How things have changed, and I attribute that to you and Derek out there just getting the word out to folks. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing. So
awesome. That's awesome. That's a great stat to hear.
Yeah, that's cool. And congratulations to Wilson for doing so well in basketball this
year. Yeah. And football. Don't forget that.
Yeah,
we got basketball and football.
Y'all doing your thing. Y'all doing your thing. It's a good thing to see. Well, wow. So I got to ask this question because I never know the answers to this. It's always different. How did you find out about UIGI?
There we go. Well, I found UIGI through you, big bro. Through you. So, just our connection on social media, Facebook. But you know what? It seemed like I was like, dag, I kicked my butt for not getting in soon as. I always followed you. I always seen you and your family and the things you've been doing for, the last 25 years of your life, because we family. And I always, was like, look, that's bro. I'm saying what, got going on. And when you started it, I just didn't know. And I'm doing things in my life, and we was in the pandemic, and, everything is, is going on. But I continued to, I was on the sideline. I was watching, but I always was cheering. You family, you my brother. So it's always sincere cheering. And I would have my things going on in my life and think, how I'm like, all right. But just being open to and just keep seeing and keep all the positive people that was, coming along. And saying, I was like, I said, it's about time. So y'all did a lot. Y'all went around one time, and I said, bro, I need to find out what you're doing and how you doing it, and I need to be a part of this for the rest of my life. So that's how that happened. I picked up the phone, and you let me know you was working and you was doing things, and that's when Marcus came in. You said, look, I'm gonna introduce you to this good young brother, and you didn't fail because just talking with that young guy, he's amazing, and he helped me get to where we are today.
Wow. I love what you said. you said something deep too that I think a lot of people would appreciate if they really believed in this. You say, even though you were doing your own thing, you were cheering from the sideline. You know, a lot of people I found, and what you just said should resonate with so many people who are watching, because sometimes people be so ingrained in what they're doing and they're busy. I get it, but I always find a place to cheer from the sideline. They don't have to be doing what I'm doing, but I'm always proud of what they're doing. So that's heavy, man. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Wow. So okay. So when UIGI, you're getting your ring, bro. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going. Yeah. Look, I said it's going to be a cold summer.
Iced out, yo. You got everybody's, because you're in sports too. I'm telling you, bro, I can't get on a plane. I can't go to a restaurant or anything, and I don't mind the stereotype. You know, people always come up to me, who'd you play for? What you do? Yo, I swear, yo, it's gonna happen to you all the time.
Okay, yeah, you look like you could be a little DB coach, man. Like you was
I had my DB days, you know that. Wow. But yeah, it's gonna happen, man. People are gonna ask you about the ring and things of that nature. And as they ask you, you have conversations with them. Next thing you know, they're gonna be UIGI and they're gonna be ring earners also, man. And that's one of the purposes. The purpose of this ring is, you know, so it could attract some attention, good attention. Another reason, so we could diversify. So we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, you know. And so very, very, very excited about that. But yeah, man, it'll come from Kaladi. You know, I don't know if you saw the video I did with the owners. They've been around since the 1700s. They're incredible. It's gonna come with appraisal paper, which is cool. It appraises is all the work here. It tells you what the diamond quality is, all the jewels that's in it, the size, and this ring appraises at $12,950. So yeah, it's
man, this is game changer.
Yeah, we're getting closer to 100 ring earners.
So
my goal is to, you know, with your help. Nah, it's all good, man.
Yeah,
it's all good. So there's a couple of questions I always ask. One third rule. How have you applied it? And I always get a different answer. How is it working for you?
It's awesome. Like you said, I listen, I follow. I'm implementing the 1/3 rule into just like different components in my life. Like, you know, not even, you know, just that, but just like, you know, as far as paying bills, certain things that I, you know, want to do, far as, you know, like even with my traveling and stuff like that, putting away for like, all right, you got to put this to the side, that. So the 1/3 rule, man, I'm gonna be you and Sherry, like you said, you and Sherry came up together. Oh man, that's awesome. And if you follow the 1/3 rule, it definitely will help you get out of, you know, different situations. So, you know, I know a lot of us, you know, different backgrounds come from stuff, but if you follow the 1/3 rule, you know, it definitely will help you. And it's just planning for implementing it over the last few months. Now that's how I view things. And, you know, especially with day in life and time, with credit and stuff like that, I'm like, all right, so I automatically, the 1/3 rule comes to mind, and I'll be like, break things down like that. And you still be able to have things to do. Like, yo, life is like everything is getting done and you still enjoying life.
I love it.
It runs so smooth.
I love it. And that's the key. Everything's getting done. Debt getting knocked away. Still making some money. Setting aside taxes and enjoying life. You know. It's you're right, man. It's amazing. We love it. It came out of a good discussion, but it's here now. That's what matters. So. Wow. So this is good, man. This is good. So the environment, UIGI, the folks, you know, now we transition from one website to another one in Facebook. We'll get that one to grow, which is good. You know, now fully labeled, you know, UIGI Social Club, the world's most trusted social club when it comes to making money. Obviously, you develop some good relationships with Marcus. You're gonna meet so many people in Cancun. from watching the website and, you know, is it a positive environment? Is it an environment where you would say, hey, people need to be a part of?
Oh, it definitely is. It's definitely, if you need inspiration, you need encouragement, it's just definitely the environment of people that you will, you know, want to be around. And you know what? It's just say if, you know, like I'm definitely anticipating going to the, you know, this event. And you know, I can make a quote when they say Drake say no new friends, but you know what? That is do not apply to this, because I'm anticipating picking up new relationship, new friends with people that's like-minded, that uplifting, encouraging. And because you know what they say, you show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So people that's mentoring, doing well, positive, that's the future that I will want to be in. That's the future I will recommend anyone in my environment to, you know, be in. So that's, I'm definitely looking forward to next week being around all like-minded people, positive people that's, you know, enjoying life, doing their thing, and, you know, just will just help you grow.
Wow, this is good. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I'll have some surprises there. I will say that. If you haven't had a chance to, and you probably have, but to meet, you know, multi-millionaires, private jets and all. I think one of them's flying their own private jet, and they're regular people, man. They're just like us, bro.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Wow. So here's one for you. I always gotta ask this question. So
all right.
If a person is looking right now, you know, and they're not sure, you know, they've been seeing you talk about it. They've been, you know, I love your little quotes. You talk about making money on you, not your little quotes. Hell, they stand out. The big quotes, you know, making money on your money. I watch. Make no mistake about it. I'm always watching. What would you tell that person who's looking at UIGI, or that brand new person who got involved? What would your advice be to them?
What would my advice be to them? Just definitely the first thing is following the 1/3 rule. Just, you know, view your video, letting them know to, you know, never, when you say bite off more than you can chew, I'll say that in terms, but don't play with anything that you can't afford to lose. You know, just like that. View the promo page and go to the promo page and see, you know, what best suits your life, what, you know, that you can, you know, afford, you know, for yourself, and go from there. That's what, you know, I mean, I will guide them to.
That's solid advice. Because we know we have multiple things in our portfolio. And for those who watch it, you may hear portfolio, you may hear invest. We're just a social club. You know, we get together like a fraternity or sorority or something like that. You know, we don't have any license. We don't tell people what to do with their money. We share stuff like we would share a cooking recipe, you know. So as you said, when they go to that promo page, there are different things that they might want to play with. You know, everything doesn't suit everybody, but you know, we have something for everybody. You know, so it's pretty cool, man. Bro, you know, this has been a long time coming. I know when you said you was going for the ring, you said it, you meant it, you claimed it, you did it. You know, and you'll be a good testament for other people. I promise you. You know, with your leadership and your excitement and your heart for people, you're gonna have other people who are gonna get the ring. You know, they'll get it because of you. You know. And it'll be a big deal. And one thing about this ring, nobody putting this ring on their finger if they're not making any money.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big deal too. You know, so wow, bro. Well, look, I look forward to, you know, catching up next week. I believe we're on the same flight. So we're on the same flight. We're kicking in the air, you know. So, or in the so who's coming? You and mom coming together?
Yeah.
Good. So we're on the same flight. If y'all have Platinum American Expresses?
Nah, I ain't there yet.
Okay, good. We got the hookup. So I'll let you know. So we get you a couple of hours earlier. We get to go to the Centurion Lounge. All you can eat, all you can drink. Mimosas be popping in the morning. So
all right.
I'll let you know what time to be at the airport. We'll chill out there.
All right.
Sherry and I, we could bring a guest apiece, including our kids. It was on and popping.
Yeah, we definitely would make it happen. Make it happen.
All right, man. Love you a whole bunch, bro.
Yo, love you, man. I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you and the crew next week. We'll be there.
All right, man. I'll holler at you later.
All right, later.
All right, peace.